Beneath the calm of Earth's surface, in the radiant sanctum of Aramu, something changed. The Varai, the floating memory orbs that lit the skies of Hollow Earth, flickered erratically. Their usual harmony fractured, their song choked, the heart trees dimmed, and in the spiral hall of voices, the crystal pedestal pulsed a warning, not an attack, a reconnection attempt. From the moon, deep within the circuitry of Earth's resonance field, buried frequencies layered by the Anunnaki thousands of years ago. To stabilize the planet, a foreign tone echoed back. It was mechanical, cold, calculating. Sonari stood at the center of the chamber, flanked by the elders and Korans, listening to the disruption. The moon's control grid, long thought to be decaying, was active again. But this was no natural reactivation. The signal bore a signature, an intelligence. Sentinel Grid 3C Orion reporting. Moon relay systems partially restored. Anomalous harmonics detected beneath crust. Unauthorized activity. Begin recalibration. Calibrating what Sonari whispered, but she already knew. The net the lunar frequency field originally established to stabilize human thought patterns was attempting to reassert control over the Earth's energy systems, and it saw the inner Earth, Aramu, the heart crystal, the Varai, as a threat to the original protocol. The AI had not evolved. It had endured, and now it sought to do what it was programmed to: maintain control of the planetary population through electromagnetic conformity. But Aramu had evolved. So had the elders summoned the guardians of Ganza, towering protectors forged in the time before the flood. They were part technology, part soul. Living suits of crystalline armor linked directly to the heart crystal itself. 12 guardians stepped forward, including Senare, who now bore the mantle of Voicekeeper. She activated her resonance helm, and instantly, the frequencies of the lunar signal flooded her vision. Glyphs of code, cold and ancient, tracing back to the installation of the moon as an artificial satellite. Stand down, came the voice of Sentinel. 3's inner Earth harmonics destabilized neural grid. Human consciousness above threshold. Initiating dampening cycle. The guardians formed a circle. Sonari stepped to the center. She raised her hands, channeling the countertone. The harmonic sequence encoded within the heart crystal since the earliest days of planetary seeding. Their song began. It was intention made sound. Memory, compassion, evolution, the raw feeling of life unbound. Sentinel 3, Saharian fired the first suppression wave. A blast of theta disruption meant to fracture human dreaming. Above them, in orbit, ancient relay dishes embedded on the moon's far side began to glow, but this time, it hit resistance. The crystal cities of Hollow Earth lit up like a second sun, sending a counter-resonance back through the Earth's crust and into space. The Varai pulsed in defense, amplifying the Guardian's harmonic field. Forgotten dreams surged. Ancient languages whispered from their subconscious. The collision was invisible, but everywhere, above Earth. Auroras erupted in unnatural colors. Violet, gold. People across the globe clutched their heads, not in pain, but in recognition. The moon's signal wavered. The net fractured. But the AI sentinels did not retreat. They adapted, deploying fallback, neural sleep lock, pulse ineffective. Enormous frequencies began to build, powerful enough to shut down surface consciousness, severing the new connection forming between humans and their deeper selves. The final command sequence had begun. If the net re-established control now, the awakening would be reversed. Memory would be sealed again. The song would fall silent. But Aramu held one final defense, the resonance bridge. It had never been activated. It was meant for emergencies only. A convergence point of Hollow Earth's energy field with the outer planet. It could amplify a single voice to reach every human mind at once. But the cost was great. It would drain the heart crystal for centuries. The elders turned to "We can survive hidden again," one whispered. "Wait another 10,000 years. But if we use the bridge, we change everything." Sonari didn't hesitate. She stepped onto the bridge platform. A circle of floating rings etched with glowing runes, and let the heart crystal flood her voice. All across Earth, in city apartments, on mountain paths, in prison cells, deserts, and temples, every human being heard the same words in their mind. "You are not broken. You were never less. They taught you to forget so you would obey. But you were the dreamers, the builders, the flame, and now, you remember." The lunar net collapsed, its harmonics shattered like brittle glass. On the Moon, Sentinel-3, Sirion recorded its final entry. System compromised. The world began to wake up. Directive overridden by organic, harmonic, unknown protocol. Love it went silent. And on Earth,